What's going on, everybody? Back with some more KJK VIP NBA player props, coming off another night with two sweeps over in the VIP streets, guys. First one, rocking with this, we had the SAR over 10.5 points, the Anthony Davis over 11.5 rebounds, the Bradley Beal over 14.5 points, the Nurkic over 7.5 points, the Kessler under 10.5 rebounds, with the Giannis over fantasy points. He ended up randomly getting rolled out, so did revert down to a 5-pick, which is fine if you run 6-pick dynamics on Betr picks and someone gets ruled out, or if there's DMP, or it reverts down to a 5-pick dynamic, which is still optimal. So, that guy just turns into a DMP, but then the rest you can see green, 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 green. And then another one, SAR had two props with some really good value on it, so we ran one of both. We had that first one with the over points, and the second one was the under 7.5 rebounds. That actually ended up getting bumped all the way down to 6.5 before tip-off, and he was able to green out both of those props. So we were able to capture all of this value before the bumps, before the removals, and green out on two different tickets. The under SAR rebounds, the over 11.5 rebounds for Davis, the over 14.5 points for Beal. I gave that one out free on the channel. The over 7.5 points for Nurkic, the under 10.5 rebounds for Kessler. All these props, if you're looking at the screen, you're like, why the heck did this guy click the over, the under, like Walker Kessler's a center. All he does is grab rebounds. Is this guy crazy, man? These videos are going to be a great resource to go ahead and break down the process of all that went into these and give you guys some free plays, right? So I'll be giving you guys actual plays that I'm playing, actual plays that I'm backing with my own money, actual plays that I'm sending over my VIP members. Just keep in mind it's only one ticket. And the NBA, it's just the nature of the beast, man, is the plays are always moving up and down because the value is constantly shifting. So it just kind of is what it is. But before we get into the full breakdown, I do want to give some shout outs, guys. Like I said, really do support the VIP. You can see the winner circle. This is a fantastic opportunity to be making a ton of money for only $1.66 a day. I cannot say enough. If you would like to join, it is over on Patreon. It is hosted on Patreon. I will have it linked down below, pinned as the top comment. I've gone ahead and put together a Discord with a ton of different resources. All my plays as soon as I placed them. Resources to teach you how to manage your bankroll, resources to teach you how to play optimally on every single one of these apps, resources to teach you how to find the very best value. I provide pivots if someone gets taken off the board or if they move, which we'll talk about here shortly. All for $1.66 a day. So No Limit Josh, I always say J-Wash. No Limit Josh, he has his name spelled with a W. 30 into 300 on that one, and 30 into 300 on this one. So this man just made $600 off a $60 investment in one night. Once again, paying $49.99 a month, which is what it's about. That's what I want to do. I want to help people make money. 5 and a 50 here for CLTI on this one. 5 and a 50 again for CLTI on this one. We had Coach Van greening out a bunch of different tickets right here. Coach Van playing 2 picks on Prizepicks. He's just joined. Coach Van, if you're listening, you know what I preach. But anyways, he had this 6-pick flex yesterday. I shared on the channel that we greened out for 5 and 125. That was yesterday's picks. And then, of course, myself, I already kind of talked about, these two are sent in right away as soon as I placed them, as I pulled up to kind of start the video. So if you are interested in joining over there, guys, we'd love to have you join. We'll get into the breakdown. I'm going to be giving you guys an actual play here. It's going to be on Betr Picks. If you don't have the Betr Picks app, you should get it as soon as possible. You see the results here. This app is phenomenal for value. I went ahead and won so much to the point of where my account, I was able to put $250 on plays not too long ago. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them now. It's been a hot minute here since they've allowed me to. Now they only let me put up to 50. So I can only green out for up to like 1,000 on these 6-pick dynamic plays. But there was a point where I absolutely killed them on a weekend. And yeah, right here. So like you can see here, I was putting on $250 entries. And then we just absolutely crushed them on one of these weekends. The 2 NFL sweeps here for 5,000 here, 5,000 here. I'm being long-winded, but just the point is the value is so good on this app. You can see this was $20,000 all on a Saturday and a Sunday weekend. Right into my account. You can take it out right away on Betr Picks. All greened out, right? So this app is phenomenal. If you use the promo code KJKDFS, they're going to match you all the way up to $200 with my promo code KJKDFS. My link down below. I'll make it easy on you. All my links will be pinned as the top comment. Deposit matches, my VIP, etc., etc. Discounts on the tools that I use, which we'll get into shortly here. As many things as I can do to help you win money on these apps is what I do on this channel, okay? So Betr them actually all the way up to 200. Also, though, Prizepicks, make sure you look up them. The more apps you have, the better. The more opportunity you're going to have to search around and find the very best plays on these apps, okay? So that's what I teach. That's what I preach over my VIP. Prizepicks is going to give you $50 when you play your first $5 instantly, so take advantage of that offer. And then another app you could be taking advantage of, I mean, there's a ton of them, but Underdog Fantasy, another one you could be taking advantage of, guys. They're going to give you all the way up to a $1,000 bonus when you join on Underdog Fantasies. And then last but certainly not least, we got Sleeper, another app that's going to give you a nice deposit match with my link down below. My promo code KJKDFS, they're going to match you up to $100 with KJKDFS. So you have, if you get all these different apps, hopefully between one of them, hopefully you'll be able to get at least some of the plays that I provide on the channel for free, because they are always going to be changing. The value is always going to be shifting. It's annoying, but it just kind of is how it is. When you're getting very good plays on these apps, they're going to change them up and down, and it's the same process that went into those VIP plays. If you head on over to my YouTube community page, the last thing that I'll say, you can see all that's going on. I'm constantly giving shout-outs and stuff. We had a full Prizepicks sweep last night. I'm sorry, the night before. Last night we went 4-1 on the Prizepicks sweep because we had that Giannis DMP. Jimmy Butler just missed us getting a Prizepicks sweep too. We missed by like 1 fantasy point. So let's get into it. Let's get into the breakdown here. Let's talk about it. Let's go play by play here, and let's pull up this ticket. So I'm just going to be giving you guys the latest one that I placed here. Now I'm actually going to be giving you guys 2 tickets, and I'll explain why. They're going to be a lot of the same plays, just 2 of them are on the same team on the under rebounds, and I don't want to be taking them in the same ticket. Now, some of these are going to be shifted up and down. I can't control that. I'm giving you free picks as much as I can. So this is the first one that I placed today, and this is the second one that I placed today. And you're going to notice the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 props are the same. The last one are both under rebounds on the Miami Heat. There's good value on the under 5.5 rebounds from Tyler Hero, and there's good value on the under 10.5 rebounds for Bam Adebayo. But being that they're on the same team, I don't really like taking 2 under rebounds on the same team. It's a possibility they both hit, but you know what I mean? Being that there's good value on both, I'd rather put 1 in one ticket and put 1 in the other ticket in case one of them does happen to go under or over. I do feel pretty confident in the other one going under. So that's just kind of the thought process here. But anyways, let's go ahead and break down these plays. Let's go play by play. So we'll pull up the first ticket and just kind of break down why I like every single one of these. So the first play is going to be the Desmond Bane over 5.5 rebounds. Hopefully this is available on Prizepicks too. If it is, you can certainly play it on Prizepicks, even though I do have it locked in over on Betr. Okay, it does not look like it's available on the Prizepicks board. So that sucks, but it is what it is. The other prop that I had locked in there I already know Tyrese Maxey got bumped up. So I was going to bring that up for you guys. I have it stuck on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, one of the tools that I'm using every single day to find the very best value, guys. I'll pull it up here. Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys, if you don't have this tool, I would highly recommend you check them out. Full transparency. A lot of that green you're seeing on the screen for my picks, right, is as a result of finding the very best plays on these apps using this tool. All of this green you're seeing using this market data, right, a lot of that is as a result of using this tool. So I would highly recommend you check them out. They're going to give you 25% off with my link down below, code KJKDFS. Tyrese Maxey over 22.5 points was a crazy, crazy, crazy good prop. You saw it locked into my ticket here, right? And the reason it was such a good prop, the over 22.5 points, is because he's all the way up to 24.5 at multiple markets on these multi-million-dollar sportsbook companies. He's also heavily favored at the over 22.5 on Caesars. So it's like all of these different data points, this is the data that's going into all that green you're seeing on my screen, right, are saying it's so likely he goes over 22.5 points because he's listed all the way to 24.5 and or heavily favored at 22.5 and or listed at 23.5. It's like we are getting a crazy, crazy good deal at the 22.5 line on Betr, okay? Now, the annoying part is, like for full transparency, you can't get this anymore, which sucks, but I do want to teach you and just explain why it was such a good play, bring it up, right? Because when you get good value, they're going to bump these plays, right? So if I go ahead and I go to reuse lineup, you're going to see Tyrese Maxey changed to 23.5 and Jaren Jackson Jr. changed to 21.5. Now, that is annoying. If you're listening to this free content and you're someone who just likes to complain about how I don't give out all my plays for free or whatever the case may be, I can't control this, okay? All I can do is find the very best value and beat these apps before they change them. Okay, so I did my job. I placed it. I put it in as soon as possible. I got the very best value. I got a play that was a phenomenal prop that's expected to hit at a 54.8% chance, which is crazy good. And now if we go ahead and refresh this data in real time, we're going to see Tyrese Maxey has now been shifted up to 23.5, where he's only expected to hit at a 50.93% hit rate. So that's how I'm making money on these apps every single day. I'm beating the bumps. I'm beating the removals. I'm beating these apps, finding the very best plays before they can take them down. When the play becomes too good, they're going to take it off the board because they don't want to get beat too bad. So there's just an explanation of, like, if you're watching my content and you're coming on and you can't get the play anymore, I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you as much free value as possible, and I'm giving you actual plays and I'm backing with my actual money for free. So hopefully, you can mix and match the rest of the plays. Like I said, I'm going to give you 2 tickets here. So the Bam and the Tyler Hero rebounds, though, I already said for full transparency, I didn't want to play those in the same ticket. But if you're watching the free content and you don't want to purchase the VIP, maybe you go ahead and run them in the same ticket because they're the only ones still available. We'll talk about why those are good plays here shortly. So Desmond Bane over 5.5 rebounds was the top one in this slip. So let's go ahead and bring him in here. Let's talk about why we like Mr. Desmond Bane. He's going to be heavily favored on multiple different sports books to go over the 5.5 rebounds. And why, what does this data mean? They're factoring in, guys. You can see the very best prop you could take on Desmond Bane is the over 5.5 rebounds. Why is that? Because he's favored at minus 133 on the over on Pinnacle, minus 140 on the over on BetMGM, minus 142 on the over on Caesars, aggressively favoring his over. If you were headed on over to Caesars Sportsbook, you're going to have to risk $142 to win $100 to take the over 5.5 rebounds on Desmond Bane. They're saying it's so likely he's going to clear that 5.5 rebounds. We're going to make you risk way more than you're going to win. We're going to charge you a price to take the over because we don't want to go bankrupt. We don't want to lose money long term. They're multi-million-dollar businesses, so that's how they stay in business. So we can use this data to find the very best plays on these apps, and that's what I'm doing every single day. I said it. I brought it up. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm finding these plays. That's what the process that went into the plays that you see on the screen that are all green here. It's all the same process, okay, guys? So we'll go ahead and speed things up here. Another tool that I'm using every single day for my research, guys, is Outlier. If you do not have Outlier, I would highly recommend you check them out. And I went ahead and partnered up with them to provide you guys with a 7-day completely free link. All you got to do is click the link down below. You can get the 7 days completely free. They're going to bring in that same data right to go along with a bunch of different underlying statistics to back these plays as well. So I like to go ahead and sort this by implied probability here on their tools, and then you can kind of scan through, see the implied probability, the chances of each prop hitting. If we go to his over 5.5 rebounds, you're going to see they're giving this a 53% chance to hit, and they're going to give you a bunch of different insights. Desmond Bane has exceeded 5.5 rebounds in 8 of his last 9 games, averaging 7.3 rebounds per game on average, hitting this at an 89% hit rate. So they're telling us the hit rate on this prop has just been fantastic. They're also going to bring in the Detroit rebounds defense and how much they're giving up to each position. Desmond Bane's a shooting guard, point guard position overall. Small forward position, they're giving up a lot of rebounds. He kind of plays all, shooting guard, small forward kind of thing. They're giving up 7 rebounds per game to shooting guards, 8.7 per game to small forwards. He's getting 10.9 rebounding chances per game, so like double what we need from him, right? 6.3 of which are coming on the defensive glass for 86% of his rebounds and 1 on the offensive glass. So he's crashing the defensive glass heavy. He's getting 6 defensive rebounds and 1 on the offensive glass, 2. We only need 6 in total. So it's like we feel pretty good about him clearing that over 5.5 here tonight, okay? Hopefully that all makes sense here. The Desmond Bane over 5.5 rebounds is going to be a phenomenal prop to be targeting here tonight for all these reasons. So that's all the process that went in to these picks. And once again, guys, unfortunately, he's not listed on Prizepicks, so I can't promote the play on Prizepicks. That's why you want to get this Betr Picks app. I'm telling you, the value is just going to be insane. I just went ahead and broke down all of the different reasons as to why those were good plays. So the Jaren Jackson over 20.5 points, it got bumped, man. I'm not even going to waste your time breaking it down because, unfortunately, you just can't get that same value that I got on him. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about these other plays that have good value in this ticket. So the Watson over 9.5 points. This is a phenomenal prop. Can we get that on Prizepicks? Let's just type him into Prizepicks so that We can make sure I'm not lying to you and you can't get these over here. But I just know Prizepicks is so good at what they do. They change these lines. You can see Jaren Jackson's up at 21.5. No. It's a no for me. It's not going to be as good a value. The hit rate's not going to be as high. I got him at 20.5 before it moved. No thanks. Peyton Watson over 9.5 points. Is he going to be available on Prizepicks? Let's see. He is at 10 even. So another play, you know, we can get this on Betr Picks, guys. There's no pushes on Betr Picks. Get the dang app. I'm telling you. I'm going to bring up the data in real time, and I'm going to prove to you why this is so valid, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull in Peyton Watson to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, right? And I'm going to pull him in at this 9.5 number. At that 9.5 number, we have a 54.1% chance of this prop hitting. Why? Because he's favored aggressively at minus 141 on the over on Pinnacle, minus 137 on the over on Caesars, minus 131 on the over on BetOnline. All of these different sports books are favoring him, and he's actually listed all the way up to 10.5 at even money on FanDuel, which is a really big deal, an entire point higher, and they're essentially saying it's like a coin flip. He's either going to end with 10, and he could possibly sneak up to 11. So at the 9.5 number, we're getting a crazy good deal. We're setting ourselves up for as much success as possible to win this because there's a high likelihood he ends with 10 points even is essentially what all these odds are telling us, okay? And they're factoring in how many times he shoots, his shooting percentage, yada, 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 pace of the game, everything under the sun. Millions of dollars invested. They know more than you. Use the data. Use the data. Use the data to find the very best plays. Use the data to green out your tickets. Use the data. Use the data. Use the data. Boom, 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 boom. Green, 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 green. Okay. Boom. Love that play. Peyton Watson. Okay. Let's continue along here. We can use our tools on Outlier. Let's analyze this. Let's analyze this prop some more. What are they telling us about Peyton Watson? How many times is he shooting? What's the other market data being brought in here on the over 9.5 points? You can see they're giving us a 57% chance to hit on Outlier. Really good stuff. Look at this man. He's greening this prop out like crazy. Overall, the Utah defense is 27th in the entire NBA, giving up 119.1 points per game. They're giving up a ton of points. The Utah defense is Swiss cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese, holes all in it. Peyton Watson, we like it. He's taking 8.8 shots per game, shooting 57% from the field. He's taking 3 threes per game, shooting 47% from behind the line. And he's getting to the free throw line, taking 2.2 free throws per game, where he's shooting 73% from the line. He's a good shooter. If we're taking the over on a guy, we want him to be able to shoot the ball through the hoop. That would be good. So Peyton Watson, that's a phenomenal prop here as well. I would not take it at 10 on Prizepicks. No. I'm good off that. I want to get the best value possible. I'm playing these apps every single day trying to win money for long term. I don't settle for plays that aren't as good. I don't do it. Bain over 5.5 rebounds. Jaren Jackson over 20.5. It got bumped, unfortunately, but you can still get the Peyton Watson over 9.5 points. The Maxey over 22.5 points got bumped, unfortunately. But we should be able to get the Kelly Oubre under 5.5 rebounds, and we should be able to get the Bam under 10.5 rebounds. Are these plays available on Prizepicks? If they are, you can certainly play them on Prizepicks. I don't know if they're going to be, though. Let's type in Mr. Oubre. Is he available on Prizepicks? The 5.5 rebounds? No. They haven't gone ahead and listed Oubre rebounds. They don't even have it listed. What about Mr. Bam Adebayo? Did they list Bam Adebayo's standard rebound prop over here on Prizepicks? It does not look like. So it's like, sorry, bro. Get the Betr Picks app. You can't get any of these plays with good value right now that I have locked in on this ticket. I don't know what to tell you, right? So, or these two tickets, I should say. So we had the hero, these Bam. Let's bring them in. Let's talk about why these are good plays. Let's break them down. Let's make it real quick on you and then get out of here, give you the full plays, right? So that Watson over 9.5 fantasy, or 9.5 points we love. Bam Adebayo under 10.5 rebounds. Millions of dollars of sportsbook data backing this under. This is a crazy good prop. Minus 143 on the under on Pinnacle. Minus 140 on the under on FanDuel. Minus 136 on the under on BetOnline. Minus 145 on the under on Bovada. You'd have to risk $145 to win $100 on the under 10.5 rebounds on Bovada. They're saying it's so likely he ends with 10 or less rebounds tonight. We ain't giving it to you for cheap. You're going to have to risk way more than you're going to win. Phenomenal prop. And then Kelly Oubre Jr. Why is this a good prop? Let's go ahead and bring him in again here to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're going to see a bunch of different data backing his play, all the way up to minus 142 on FanDuel. FanDuel, millions and millions of dollars invested into setting appropriate lines every single day, okay? Telling us this is a really, really good prop. We want to be taking advantage of it, okay? Let's analyze it over on Outlier as well. Let's see what we got here from Mr. Kelly Oubre. Let's go to the under 5.5 rebounds for him. You're going to see this is a plus EV play on BetMGM at -120. Keep in mind, we're actually getting even better odds than that in a 5 or 6 pick flex on Prizepicks at -119. Better picks, you're getting -121, so it's essentially the same thing. They're bringing in -151 to vig odds on Pinnacle, known as the smartest, sharpest sportsbook in the world. They're bringing in -139 the under and underdog, etc., etc., etc. And they're also going to bring in insights. Kelly Oubre Jr. has failed to exceed 5.5 rebounds in 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 5.6 over that stretch. The only one he went over was that game where he popped off for 9 against Brooklyn. Okay, so this is all factored in to these odds. They know all this stuff. So that's going to be the full breakdown, the full picks. The Tyler Hero rebounds was the last one. Is he going to be available on Prizepicks by chance? That would be great if I could give you guys at least one prop on Prizepicks. But they don't have him listed. So, sorry, bro. We're rocking with better picks today on the content. It's just really good value. So, plays that you can still get. Maybe I'll run another one with Hero here with better bucks for you guys. We'll do that. Why not? We'll run the 2. For full transparency, guys, I already said I didn't want to play Bam and Hero together, but there is good value on both of them. And for the sake of the content, I'll go ahead and lock it in a 5-pick perfect play. And we can 20x our money together if this hits. They don't like it when my phone's plugged in. All right, so I had 41 better bucks left in my account. I went ahead and ran this in a 5-pick perfect for you guys to go ahead and back the plays on the channel with the plays that are still available. We got the Bane over 5.5 rebounds, the Watson over 9.5 points, the Oubre under 5.5 rebounds, and then we got the Hero under 5.5 rebounds, and the Bam Adebayo under 10.5 rebounds. We just broke down why the Hero play is a good play. Or, I'm sorry, the Bam play is a good play. We're going to break down exactly why the Hero play is a good play here as well. Okay, so we got those locked in. Let's talk about it. So that last play is going to be the Tyler Hero under 5.5 rebounds. Bring it in real quick. Tell you exactly why this is a good play. Bring it in the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're going to see a bunch of different data backing his play on the under 5.5 rebounds. Why? Because same thing. Market data. This is his best possible prop on the board. He's -149 on the under on Pinnacle, -142 on the under on FanDuel, -145 on the under on Bovada. All of these different markets are aggressively favoring Tyler Hero's under 5.5 rebounds. And I'm just going to keep saying it, man. If these plays don't go well for the free content today, I don't care. I'm playing for long-term profit. And it's the same process that went into these plays last night that made me all this money. So it's not that I don't care. I want to help you, but I'm just saying I know it's going to work long-term. If the one ticket that I share with you on the channel for free doesn't hit, I don't care because I know long-term I'm going to profit and I might hit on the other plays that I provide over there or tonight. I'm just sticking to the same process, finding the best plays every single day. So another really good prop, the under 5.5 rebounds here for Tyler Hero. That's going to be the full breakdown here today. Unfortunately, some of the plays got bumped. You can no longer get them at the same line that I got them at, and you can't get any of these plays on Prizepicks today. It just kind of is what it is. I always try to come on and get a video out at a reasonable time with a full VIP ticket that I place. So I'm giving you guys the first 2 tickets that I placed here for free on the channel today. Okay, so the first one was this one with the Bane over rebounds, the Jaren Jackson over 20.5 points, the Watson over 9.5 points, the Maxey over 22.5 points, Oubre under 5.5 rebounds, the Adebayo under 10.5 rebounds. Unfortunately, Jaren Jackson Jr., Maxey got bumped. But then the second one, like I said, I didn't want to run Hero and Bam in the same ticket for full transparency. That was my strategy here. Being that I have some better bucks on my account and I'm promoting them to you guys on the channel for free, I do always want to back the plays that I promote. So I did go ahead and just run them in a better bucks ticket here to just back the plays that I'm providing for free on the channel with the last 41 better bucks I had in their promo. So that's what we got, right? We got that Bane over rebounds play. We got the Watson over 9.5 points. We got the under 5.5 rebounds for Oubre. We got the under 5.5 rebounds for Hero and the under 10.5 for Bam. Hopefully they both hit. I'll have 2 greened out tickets to go along with another full greened out ticket. in the one that they're played here together tonight, right? So that is all for me in this one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell on your way out the door. If you do want access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them, the VIP package is going to be where it's at. I will have that link down below, and you will get access to the Discord where you get all these sent in as soon as I place them, right? So I'm just giving you guys the first 2 today. I will obviously have more plays. This is a massive NBA slate, bro. I mean, I'm going to have a ton of plays over there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games. There's going to be a crazy amount of good plays. So we'd love to have you join. If you're interested, you can go to my YouTube community page and you'll see all the winners, and it's just an easy way to kind of click on the link to join. I know for some people, people seem to have a difficult time finding when I have graphics all over the place that say premium picks down below, and I say that it's linked down below as a top pinned comment. I don't know what else I can do to help people find it, but I do my best. So that's what we got here. The Bane over 5.5 rebounds, the Watson over 9.5 points, the Oubre under 5.5 rebounds, the Hero under 5.5 rebounds, the Bam under 10.5 rebounds. It does look like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Jaren Jackson Jr. and Maxey were bumped, so I would not recommend playing them. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.